Hey, what's up? Digital me and future me. Jeez, it's 6:45. I didn't get a whole lot of sleep last night. I mean, if I got one chunk of sleep, that would be totally enough. Like 10 p.m. to 6, that would be good. But it was like maybe 10:30, 11 to like 2, and then 2 to 4, and laid down in my bed for like an hour and didn't sleep. And then was up at like 6. Ugh, just whatever. All right, so Professor Professor Jiang Fing, Bing Ding Wing Ping Pong. The old people are taking the world to the grave. I just saw that. Um, yeah, it's like a Chinese-born Canadian. The guy's in China now. I mean, I watched some of the guy's stuff. I have seen some of it over the past year or two. I while I agree with a bunch of the guy's stuff that he says, I the guy's in China, and I don't know. I anything that comes out of China, I'm a little suspicious of, even if I agree with it, because it's just like it's from China, and I don't I don't like the Trump administration like at all. But even independent American journalism views the Chinese government as skeezy and duplicitous and just very like you know they want to like rule the world with economy and all this stuff. And it's just they want to be very petty and everything. It's just like yeah, whatever. So I don't really know how noble this guy's educational information actually is, or his noble his motives are for putting this information out. Is the message is correct though? Ugh, fucking old people are the problem. I said this before. I've said it before. As old people, that the greatest gift that they do most of the time, as a chunk of the population, the greatest gift they give is dying. Um, as a general chunk of the population. Um, Now, that's not to say I don't respect elders, but you have to. I respect my respectable elders. All right, there's a difference there with that, right? Um, I respect the elders that are worthy of respect. Right? And there's a very important distinction there. The ones that have lived long enough um, seen enough, and also, you know, they're 70 or 80 years old, and they're just, you know, they're just, they were really racist, and now they're just like, man, I just don't even, I don't have any energy or time anymore for that stuff. I'm too, I'm too old for that crap now. Like, I don't even care about it anymore. Like, that's a young man's game. It's like, that's okay. It's kind of a realization that you get with age. It may take 6 decades to come to, but yeah, it's like exactly. And the person that's 70 years old and still racist is like, I got no, it's just like you've been living that long, and you are still that ignorant. Why aren't you dead yet? Just die. If you're 70 or 80 years old, and you're still that person that you were when you were 15, I mean, then just go away. So that's the kind of thing. And, you know, the Jiang guy says something about, he makes a case of rich pensioners. And there's a lot of American economists and just uh, Gary's economics guy basically says the same thing, you know. And other people say, boomers talk about it as boomers, you know, having, just money that they're either selling their they are now selling their second house and then moving to somewhere else and buying their retirement home. And then because of their doing that, they're pushing up the price of their second house, which is bigger than their first house. Hmm. And then they buy their retirement home, which is smaller than their second house, because they're buying a third house just for themselves, which would be a starter home for somebody else, a new family. But because all of them at the same time, all of these boomer retirees are buying what would be a starter home for these other people, those would be starter homes are too expensive in America because they're all having all those retiring boomers are fighting over these new starter homes. So now the big ass houses that are being resold that were built, say in the 80s, are $1 million, and the new homes are 600, 700, $800,000, and they're 1 bedroom homes. So every house is fucking way too expensive. And those are just random numbers. I don't know what the actual figures are. And that just fucks over the entire housing market. And in 5 years, 10 years, when all these boomers start dying, the housing market's going to crash. Because all those starter homes that the boomers bought up, they're going to go on the market. And in addition to that, not a whole lot of people in America are going to have the money to buy them up, except rich billionaires that have the money to buy them up, which means rich billionaires are going to buy them up, and then rich billionaires who are invested in property funds and stuff. So the property funds, whatever they're called, whatever, you know the name of them. So then those are going to have them. And then there's going to be all kinds of different schemes to have them. And who's going to have them if we don't go after Trump's kids and take all their money? Then, yeah, whatever. I mean, it's just going to be, there's going to be a whole, a few different sets of shit that's going to go down. Or maybe the boomers will just leave their houses to their kids. I don't know. Like I said, there's going to be a few sets of things that happens. You know, if my dad hadn't sold off his house to pay for his end of life nursing care, he would have either left the house to me or my sister. I don't know that I would have wanted that house, honestly. And my sister lives with her husband. They have a house in Texas, here. Not here in Trinity, but in Pearland. So, if I didn't want the house, it would have just went on the market, been sold, and since I'm on disability and can't take money, because if I take money, I mean, the only way I would take actual money is if it would have been like, I don't know, 10 or $20 million, because I need health insurance, and I need health insurance for the next 30 years. Good health insurance. Good health insurance. I need to know that I mean, I can't like risk that America and or the world is gonna realize, fuck private health, fuck private health insurance. We're going national. So I would need like above and beyond. So I need like 10 million, and that house is not That house was not worth $10 million. It was a small house. I don't know how much they got for it, but it was not 10 million. You fucking goddamn, I hate these bugs. Um, yeah, and I don't know how much my dad had left when he died, but it might have been like $2.50 because he managed to live from the time he went into the nursing home to the time he died. He managed to live a lot fucking longer than anyone thought he was gonna live. All like the doctors and everybody was like, he might live a year or two. He lived like 3 or 4 years or some shit. And the nursing home was like, well, we need to like know what your finances are before we can tell you how much it's gonna cost. And I heard that and I'm like, what? That sounds fucked up. You need to know how much he's getting from his pension and his social security before you tell us how much it's going to cost to house him. That's no. That's not how anything works. Something costs what it fucking costs. You don't get to look at its finances. And they're like, oh, good news. It costs exactly the amount of money that you bring in. Oh, really? It does it? You fucking Jews. But of course, that's how these fucking leeches work. So that's the biggest scams, is nursing home companies. Um, Anyways, that's a bit of a side thing. I might be off a little bit on that, but that's something like what happened. Um, but I don't care too much because nobody wanted to take care of them. Definitely not me. Not in a 24/7 sense of the word, at least. Yeah. And you can judge me if you want, but none of you met the man ever. So, I don't know. I'm not really going anywhere this. Not really going anywhere else with this. What was I? There was something else I was thinking. Oh, yeesh. I think that might be something I want to say in for a different video, though, bro. Um, oh, this is relevant though. Uh, I made a post in that Xiaojing Jay guy's video about young people and middle-aged people are getting more active, more active in politics in America, and have been starting to vote more in the past few election cycles, which I'm pretty sure is true. It's been ticking upwards. Um, so I said, we're getting ready to get rid of these old people, these very entrenched, especially 70 plus people that are continuing to fucking run and not fucking retire. Which, seriously, if you're 70 years old and you're not Bernie Sanders, you should just not fucking run for re-election anymore. John Cornyn and Pete Sessions, just fucking retire. Do not seek re-election. Those two are people that would be representing me for the next election. At the very least, let a different Republican replace you. But, no. I'm 70 or 72. I can still serve the people. No, you can't. You were born in the 50s. The fucking 50s. That means by the time the internet was created, not when it like start to take steam, you were fucking my fucking age. Fucking like any person that's like 20 years old. Think about that. When John Cornyn, the senator for Texas that's running now, the senator that's up for election in Texas, when the internet was just starting, not like taking full steam, but just starting to be implemented in a decent way, he was my age. Damn. How the fuck is this guy gonna represent you, 20-year-olds? No. No, 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 no. No. No, get this guy out of office. No. No, 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 no. No, he's gotta go. This guy's gotta fucking go. Even if we put a toaster in that Senate seat, I don't care. This guy's gotta fucking go. And the same thing with Pete Sessions. You gotta go, man. You have gotta fucking go. It's time. You go on that dusty trail. You gotta fucking go, man. Done. You're done. You're just done. I mean, the only reason I'm okay with Bernie is because like he gets some of the stuff. Maybe the technology he doesn't get shit. I don't fucking get a lot of the fucking social tech, you know, soch. I don't fucking understand. But I get the other tech. I get the non fucking social tech. Yeah, I get it. Like on a uh, theoretical level, I don't get the math and stuff. I get it. I understand where we're going. And I definitely get the, you know, I'm poor and they are, oh my God, not fucking poor. They, on a, like a fundamental sense, they are not poor. They don't, look at me, I'm scooping fries. Dude, don't fucking, no. You're not, you aren't making fries. You aren't. Making French fries means getting up at 6 or 7 a.m. for the 300th time to go to work because you have to make fries. Or you won't have a place to live to go to work the day after that to make fucking fries. To take home that day to eat. To make fries the day after that, motherfucker. So don't tell me you can make French fries. Don't act like you can make French fries. Alright? You piece of fucking orange peel shit. Don't do any of this fucking shit. You don't fucking know what poor is. Alright? And there is still a level below the poor that I fucking know, bitch. You don't fucking know. You don't fucking know nothing about nothing. Alright? You are a piece of shit that I shit out of the shit out of my ass. Alright? And that's why I say kneecap these motherfuckers. Because fuck them. I mean, so fuck them. Take every last penny of these motherfuckers. They don't know. And until they know, they ain't gonna learn. But I think maybe we can teach them, can we? I think maybe we can learn them a little bit about some suffering. Anyways, no, but they earned it. They earned their money. Oh yeah, you know, why don't you give me $100 million when I'm born, and then yeah, I'm very successful too. Hey, I'm a billionaire. You fucking jerk me off, right? You know, why don't you go fucking play Monopoly? Wearing a goddamn suit, fucking acting like anything you do matters. Like I said, why don't you live and then realize, oh shit, there's 7 days left in the month. What do I got left? I got 1, 2, 3, 4 ramens and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 potatoes. I'm good. Wait, shit. Ah, three of these. No. Three of these potatoes are not good. I am not eating these three. So 2 potatoes. Yeah, okay. Okay, I can make that work. Yeah, fucking live that life, bitch. I don't have to live that anymore because for right now I have Snap for right fucking now. You fucking greedy motherfuckers. But I think everybody that has Snap right now, as soon as you lose Snap right now, I think maybe it is time that you do Snap. And there is a White House that you can go to. And there is a gate there, but it's just made of metal and a couple 100,000 people pushing up against that. I think it's gonna fall. All 100,000 people that lose SNAP benefits. Yeah, there you go. You watched The Living Dead or Fear the Living Dead or whatever the fuck. You can't stop the tsunami, bitch. The Japanese know that. Fukushima. I think I talked about. Yeah, all right. I talked about all the shit that I had written down there. All right, kneecap tax and boobs. Y'all have good stuffs. Peace. Peacey, peacey.